He locked the door. He thought she'd be safe, but now Sarah's voice, his buried wife, is inside the radio. Her face is crawling in the back of his truck, and her grave is still bleeding. Ethan's not running from the past anymore. He's running from what's become of it. Highway 13 doesn't end, and neither does guilt. If you were him, would you confess or burn with her? The sun's bleeding out over the Nebraska plains, painting the sky a sickly crimson as Ethan's beat-up Chevy pickup rattles along Highway 13. The engine's growl is the only sound cutting through the eerie quiet of this forgotten stretch of road lined with endless rows of corn and the skeletons of abandoned barns. Ethan, 34, a former warehouse worker with a knack for fixing things and a past he'd rather bury, is headed to Colorado for a fresh start. Debts, bad choices, and a broken marriage trail him like ghosts. But out here, it's just him, the open road, and the promise of something better. Highway 13, a crumbling two-lane strip that locals avoid, seemed like a shortcut, a way to outrun his troubles. But as the last light fades, Ethan's about to learn this Dong Li. He glances at the dashboard clock, 9:47 p.m. The air's heavy, thick with the scent of dust and something sharper, metallic, that he can't quite place. He flicks on the radio to drown out the silence, but all he gets is static, a low hiss that seems to pulse like a heartbeat. He twists the dial, and for a moment a voice breaks through. Not music, not an ad, but a low, garbled whisper, like someone muttering just out of earshot. Ethan frowns, shakes his head. Old truck, old radio, nothing to worry about. But the static grows louder, and now there's something else woven into it. A sound like a choked scream, distant but raw. His grip tightens on the wheel. What the hell was that? He tries to laugh it off, but his eyes dart to the rearview mirror. Nothing but darkness behind him, the road swallowed by the night. Still, his pulse quickens. He's alone out here, miles from the nearest town. No cars, no lights, just the corn swaying under a moonless sky. He presses the gas a little harder, the Chevy's engine roaring in protest. The faster he goes, the sooner he's out of this creepy stretch. But then, a jolt. His right front. Tire thumps hard, the steering wheel jerking in his hand. He curses, slowing down, and pulls onto the gravel shoulder. A flat, just what he needs. Ethan steps out, the night air biting at his skin. The silence is oppressive, like the world's holding its breath. He grabs a flashlight from the glove box and crouches by the tire, sweeping the beam over the rubber. His stomach drops. The tire's not just flat, it's shredded. Deep gashes carved into the sidewall. Not a pothole or a nail. These cuts are clean, deliberate, like someone took a blade to it. His breath catches. No way. Who'd be out here in the middle of nowhere, slashing tires? He stands, scanning the road. The corn stalks rustle, though there's no wind. His flashlight beam dances across the field, catching glints of something. Eyes? No, just dew on the leaves reflecting the light. He's jumpy, that's all. But as he turns back to the truck, his beam catches something else. A smear of red on the fender. Fresh, glistening. Blood. Not a lot, but enough to make his heart hammer. He wipes it with his sleeve, expecting it to smudge like paint, but it's thick, sticky, real. Okay, Ethan, calm down, he mutters, his voice swallowed by the night. Could be from an animal. A coyote, maybe, hit by a car, but the road's empty, no carcass in sight. He pops the trunk for the spare tire, his movements quick, sloppy. The sooner he's moving, the better. But as he wrestles the jack into place, a new sound cuts through the silence. The low, throaty growl of an engine. Not his. It's distant, but closing fast. Headlights flicker on the horizon. Twin beams slicing through the dark. Relief washes over him. Another driver. Help. He steps into the road, waving his flashlight, but the vehicle, a hulking black van with tinted windows, doesn't slow. It's barreling toward him, too fast, too deliberate. Ethan's relief curdles into dread. He dives for the shoulder as the van roars past, missing him by inches. The wind from its speed whips at his jacket, and he hits the gravel hard, pain shooting through his elbow. The van's taillights glow red, then vanish around a bend. No brake lights, no hesitation, like they meant to hit him. Ethan scrambles to his feet, his breath ragged. What the hell's wrong with people? He spits, but his voice shakes. That wasn't an accident. His eyes dart to the slashed tire, the blood on the fender, pieces of a puzzle he doesn't want to solve. He needs to move, now. He fumbles with the jack, his hands slick with sweat, but the rustle in the corn comes. Again, louder this time, closer. He swings the flashlight, and for a split second he sees it, a silhouette, tall and lean, slipping between the stalks. Not an animal, a person. Hey! Ethan shouts, his voice cracking. Who's there? No answer, just the snap of a twig, the crunch of leaves. His beam catches a glint of metal in the figure's hand, something long, sharp, catching the light like a butcher's knife. Ethan's blood runs cold. This isn't a prank. Whoever's out there isn't here to help. He bolts for the truck, slamming the door and locking it. His hands tremble as he jams the key into the ignition. The engine sputters, coughs, then catches. Thank God. He throws it into gear, the flat tire thumping uselessly, but he doesn't care. He's not staying here. The Chevy lurches forward, gravel spitting under the wheels. Ethan's eyes flick to the rearview mirror, and his heart stops. Headlights again, the black van, its back closing the gap fast. Its high beams flood the cab, blinding him. He floors the gas, the speedometer climbing, but the van keeps pace, its engine a predator's snarl. Worse, something's moving on the road ahead, a shadow darting across the asphalt, too quick to be human. Ethan swerves, nearly clipping a mile marker. What was that? His mind races, conjuring images of the figure in the corn, the knife, the blood. Is this a trap? Are there more of them? The van rams his bumper, metal screeching. Ethan's head snaps forward, pain flaring in his neck. He grips the wheel, fighting to keep the truck straight. The van pulls alongside, its tinted windows hiding whoever's inside. Then a sickening thud. Something heavy lands in the truck bed. Ethan risks a glance over his shoulder. A shape, hunched and motionless, lies among his tools. Not a deer, not a bag of trash. It's human, or was. Blood pools around it, black in the dim light. Panic claws at his chest. He can't stop. If he pulls over, he's dead, but the van's still there, matching his speed, toying with him. And now the radio crackles again, the static giving way to a voice, low, deliberate, almost amused. You can't outrun it, Ethan. His name. They know his name. Every nerve in his body screams. How do they know him? What do they want? The voice continues, taunting. You left a mess back in Omaha. Time to clean it up. Omaha. The word hits like a punch. Ethan's past, his mistakes, his regrets, flashes before him. The bar fight. He walked away from, the guy who didn't. The whispers of a debt unpaid. A name he swore he'd never hear again. But that was years ago. How could it follow him here, to this nowhere road? The van nudges his bumper again, harder this time, and the truck fishtails. Ethan corrects it barely, his knuckles white. The figure in the corn, the body in the truck bed, the voice on the radio, it's all connected. But how? And why now? Highway. 13 stretches on, a black ribbon under the starless sky. Ethan's eyes scan the road for an exit, a town, anything, but there's nothing. Just corn, darkness, and the van's relentless pursuit. Another sound, a metallic scrape from the truck bed. Ethan's pulse spikes. The body, it's moving. A low groan, wet and guttural, fills the cab. Whatever's back there isn't dead, not yet. He risks another glance, and two eyes glint in the rearview mirror, staring right at him. Not human eyes, too wide, too hungry. The van swerves, forcing Ethan toward the shoulder. He fights the wheel, but the flat tire drags, slowing him down. The radio voice laughs, cold and sharp. You thought you could leave it behind, but the road always knows. What does that mean? What's the road got to do with it? Ethan's mind scrambles for answers, but there's no time. The corn parts. Ahead, and another figure steps onto the road, tall, cloaked in shadow, holding a blade that drips red. Ethan slams the brakes. tires screeching. The van closes in from behind. He's boxed in. His breath comes in gasps. The figure ahead doesn't move, just stands there, head tilted, like it's studying him. The thing in the truck bed thrashes now, clawing at the rear window. Glass cracks. Ethan's trapped, the van's engine roaring, the blade gleaming in the headlights. His past, his sins, they're here on Highway 13, and they're not letting him go. What did he do to deserve this? Who are these people, or are they even people? The questions burn, but the answers are out there, in the dark, waiting, and they're getting closer. Ethan floors the gas again, the truck lurching past the figure on the road. The blade swings, grazing the door with a shriek of metal. He doesn't look back. He can't. The van's still on him, and the thing in the truck bed is pounding now, its groans turning to words, garbled but clear enough to chill his blood. You owe us. Oh, who? For what? Ethan's mind reels, memories of Omaha, clawing their way up. A face he tried to forget, a promise he broke, but how could they find him here? How could they know? The road curves, and Ethan takes it too fast, the truck tilting dangerously. He rights it, but the van's relentless, its bumper kissing his tailgate. Another figure darts from the corn, this one faster, leaping onto the hood. Ethan screams, swerving, but the figure clings on, its face obscured by a hood. A blade, serrated, rusted, slams into the windshield, cracking the glass. Ethan ducks, glass shards raining down. The figure's weight shifts and the hood buckles. This isn't random. They're coordinated, hunting him like wolves. The radio crackles. Run all you want, Ethan. The debt's due. Debt, that word. Again, he racks his brain, but the pieces don't fit. Was it the money he owed, the fight, or something deeper, something he's blocked out? The thing in the truck bed smashes the rear window now, a hand, bloody, mangled, reaching through. Ethan swings his flashlight, cracking it against bone. The hand recoils, but the groans don't stop. The van rams him again, harder, and the truck spins, tires screaming. Ethan fights for control, but the road's narrowing, the corn closing. In like walls, another figure appears ahead. This one different, smaller, almost childlike, but wrong. Its movements are jerky, unnatural, and it holds something, a chain dragging behind it, sparking on the asphalt. Ethan's throat tightens. He can't go forward, can't go back. The van's headlights blind him. The figure on the hood stabs. Again. And the thing in the truck bed is climbing through the shattered window. His past is here, bleeding, screaming, cutting. But what did he do? What's the truth they want? Highway 13 doesn't care. It's awake, alive, and it's pulling him deeper. Ethan veers into the corn, stalks snapping under the truck's weight. The van follows, its engine a feral growl. The figure on the hood slides off, but another takes its place, this one bigger, its blade longer. The thing in the truck bed grabs his shoulder, its grip cold, wet. Ethan swings the flashlight again, connecting with something soft, but it doesn't let go. The radio's voice is louder now, almost singing. You can't hide, Ethan. The road sees everything. Sees what? His lies, his guilt, or something worse, something he doesn't even know? The corn thins, and the road reappears, but it's different now. Narrower, the asphalt cracked like veins. Ethan's truck limps, the flat tire shredding itself. The van's still there, and now there's another vehicle ahead, a pickup, rusted, blocking the lane. Ethan slams the brakes, but it's too late. Figures pour from the pickup, shadows with blades, chains, tools. They move as one, silent but purposeful. The thing in his truck bed is fully inside now, its breath hot on his neck. Ethan swings. It kicks, but it's too strong. The figure on the hood smashes through the windshield, glass exploding. Ethan's out of time. He throws the door open, tumbling into the corn. The stalks cut at his skin, but he runs, heart pounding. The van's engine revs behind him, headlights sweeping. The figures are everywhere now. Behind, ahead, beside. There, blades glint, their eyes burn. The radio's voice follows somehow, echoing in his head. You owe us, Ethan, you always did. But what? What does he owe? The truth is out there in the dark, in the blood, and it's closing in. Ethan stumbles, his legs burning, the corn parts revealing a clearing, a gas station, long abandoned, its pumps rusted husks. He sprints for it, hoping for a phone, a weapon, anything. But the figures are faster. One grabs his ankle, dragging him down. Ethan kicks, connects, but another is on him, a blade pressing against his throat. The van pulls up, its doors opening. A figure steps out, tall, cloaked, its face hidden. The leader. Ethan's stomach twists. Do I know you? Have I seen you before? The figure kneels, its breath sour, and whispers, You forgot us, Ethan, but we never forgot you. The blade bites his skin, a thin line of blood welling up. Ethan thrashes, but the others pin him. The thing from the truck bed looms over him. Now its face a ruin of flesh and bone. It speaks, its voice a rasp. Pay, now. Pay what? Ethan's mind screams for answers, but the memories are locked away, buried deep. Omaha, the fight, the name he swore he'd forget. Is that it? Or is it something bigger, something he's hidden even from himself? The leader raises a hand, and the others tighten their grip. Ethan's vision blurs, the blood loss and fear taking hold. The gas station's neon sign flickers to life, impossibly casting a red glow. It doesn't say open or closed, it says judgment. Ethan's heart stops. Judgment for what? His sins, his secrets? The corn rustles, and more figures emerge, their blades dripping. The van's engine idles, a low growl. The leader leans closer, its voice a hiss. Highway 13 doesn't end, Ethan. Neither do we. Ethan screams, but the sound's swallowed by the night. The blade presses harder, and the thing from the truck bed claws at his chest. The others chant now, a low, guttural hum that shakes the ground. What do they want? What did he do? The questions spiral, but the answers are out there. In the blood, in the dark, and they're not done with him yet. He breaks free somehow, adrenaline surging. He stumbles through the corn, the stalks tearing at him. The figures pursue, their steps heavy, deliberate. The van's headlights sweep again, hunting. Ethan's lungs burn, his vision swimming. The gas station fades behind him, but the neon sign's glow lingers in his mind. Judgment, the word won't leave him. Neither will the voice, now inside his head. You can't escape, Ethan. The road owns you. He trips, falls, and the corn closes over him. The figures are close, their blades scraping. The thing from the truck bed is there, its eyes gleaming. Ethan crawls, desperate, but the ground shifts, the road reappearing under him. Highway 13, always Highway 13. The van's there, waiting. The leader steps forward, its blade raised. Ethan's past, his truth, his debt. It's all here, bleeding, screaming. But what is it? What's the secret he's running from? The blade descends, and the night swallows him whole. But it's not over. It's never over. Ethan runs again, the corn a maze with no exit. The figures are shadows now, everywhere and nowhere. The van's engine is a heartbeat, relentless. The thing from the truck bed laughs, its voice blending with the radios. You're ours, Ethan. Always were. Ours who? For what? The questions choke him, but the road doesn't answer. It just stretches on, endless, bloody, alive. And Ethan's still running, still hunted, still lost in the dark of Highway 13. Ethan's hands claw at the dirt, corn stalks slicing his palms as he drags himself forward, the taste of blood and fear thick in his mouth. Highway 13 looms somewhere. Beyond the maze of corn, its asphalt a living thing that pulls him back no matter how far he runs. The figures are close, too close, their blades scraping, their steps heavy, like they're part of the earth itself. The van's headlights carve through the stalks, twin beams hunting him like eyes. And that thing, the one from the truck bed, its wet, rasping laughter echoes in his skull, blending with the radio's voice that won't shut up. You're ours, Ethan. Always were. His chest heaves, lungs screaming, but he can't stop. Who are they? What do they want? The questions choke him, but the answers are out there in the dark, and they're gaining. He stumbles into a clearing, the corn parting like a curtain. The ground is soft, almost spongy, and the air reeks of rot, sharp enough to burn his throat. His flashlight, half dead now, flickers across a shape in the center, a scarecrow, or what's left of one. Its burlap face is stained, sagging, with jagged stitches for a mouth. Straw spills from gashes in its chest, but it's the pole holding it up that makes Ethan freeze. It's not wood, it's bone, polished and pale, too long to be human. He steps back, his boots sinking into something wet. The flashlight dips, revealing a pool of black liquid seeping from the scarecrow's base. Not oil, blood, thick, fresh and spreading. A twig snaps behind him. Ethan spins, the beam catching a glint of metal, a blade arcing through the air. He ducks, the knife grazing his shoulder, hot pain flaring. The figure's hooded, its face hidden, but its eyes burn with something more than hate, hunger. Ethan bolts, the corn swallowing him again, but the scarecrow's image sticks, those stitches grinning in his mind. Was it watching him? Was it alive? The van's engine roars, closer now, stalks snapping under its tires. The thing from the truck bed shrieks, its voice splitting into two, then three like a chorus of the damned. Ethan's legs pump, but the ground's shifting, sloping downward, pulling him somewhere he doesn't want to go. The corn thins, and the road reappears. Highway 13, always Highway 13. Its surface gleams, wet and dark, like it's sweating blood. Ethan's truck is gone, swallowed by the night, but the van's there idling, its doors open like a mouth. The leader steps out, tall and cloaked, its blade dripping. Ethan's stomach twists. Do I know you? The thoughts are splinter, sharp and deep. Omaha, the fight, the debt. But it's more than that, isn't it? Something he's buried so deep it's rotted his soul. The leader tilts its head, and the radio voice, now everywhere, in the air, in his bones, hisses, "You can't outrun the truth, Ethan. The road sees it all." He turns, sprinting down the highway, the asphalt sucking at his boots like mud. The figures emerge from the corn, their blades glinting, moving in sync like they're one mind. The thing from the truck bed lurches after him, its body a broken mess of flesh and bone, but it's fast. Too fast. Its claws rake the air, missing him by inches. Ethan's flashlight dies, plunging him into darkness, but the van's headlights flare, pinning him like a moth. He veers left, into the corn again, stalks whipping his face. The ground dips and he tumbles, rolling into a ditch. Pain explodes in his ribs, but he bites it down. He can't stop, not now. The ditch is shallow, lined with stones that glint oddly in the van's light. Not stones, teeth, human teeth, scattered like gravel, some still bloody at the roots. Ethan gags, scrambling out, but the figures are there, circling. The leader raises a hand, and the others pause, blades poised. The thing from the truck bed crawls closer, its eyes wide, almost pleading. "Pay, Ethan," it gurgles, blood bubbling from its mouth. "Pay what?" He racks his brain, but Omaha's a blur. Fists, blood, a name he swore he'd forget. Was it enough to bring this nightmare? The leader steps forward, its blade tracing a line in the dirt. "You left us," it whispers, voice like glass. "On stone. But we found you." Ethan's heart hammers. Left who? The bar fight? The debt? Or something worse? Something he's locked away? The corn rustles and another figure appears, smaller, hunched, dragging a chain that sparks on the ground. Its face is wrong, too smooth like wax, but its eyes are Ethan's eyes. Mirrored back, he stumbles, his breath catching. "Is that me? My guilt?" The figure grins, teeth sharp, and swings the chain. Ethan dives, the metal whistling past his head, cracking the earth. The van revs, its headlights sweeping, and the thing from the truck bed lunges, claws sinking into his calf. Ethan screams, kicking, but it holds tight, its laughter wet and wild. He tears free, blood soaking his jeans, and runs, the highway stretching endless before him. The figures pursue, their blades singing, the van's engine a predator's growl. The radio voice is louder now, a chant. The road knows Ethan. The road judges. Judges what? His sins, his lies. He sees flashes. Omaha, a man on the floor. Blood pooling, a promise broken. But it's not enough. There's something else, something bigger, clawing at the edges of his mind. The scarecrow's face flashes, its stitches splitting, revealing eyes that know him. What did I do? What am I running from? The road curves, and a sign looms, faded, rusted, but clear. Welcome to Hollow Creek, Pop. 0, 0, Ethan's skin crawls. A ghost town. But the road doesn't care, pulling him deeper. The corn parts revealing a church, its steeple cracked, windows dark. The van slows, the figures closing in. Ethan sprints for the church, the doors hanging open like a trap. Inside, the air's thick, sour with decay. Pews are overturned, the altar smeared with red, not paint, blood. And there in the shadows, another scarecrow, bigger, its face stitched with human skin, eyes glinting like glass. It moves, just a twitch, but enough to stop Ethan's heart. Is it alive? Is it them? The figures enter, blades scraping the floor. The thing from the truck bed crawls through a broken window, its body twisting, bones snapping. The leader steps forward, its cloak dragging, and points to the altar. "You owe us," it says, voice a blade in itself. Oh, what? Ethan's mind screams, but the memories won't come. The scarecrow shifts again, straw spilling, and something falls from its chest. A photograph, yellowed, crumpled. Ethan grabs it, his hands shaking. It's him, younger, smiling, with a woman he doesn't recognize. Or does he? Her eyes are scratched out, her mouth a red smear. Who is she? What did I do to her? The van's horn blares outside, a scream that shakes the walls. The figures advance, blades raised. Ethan bolts, crashing through a side door, the corn swallowing him again. The photograph burns in his hand, a clue he can't unravel. The woman, Omaha, the debt. It's all connected, but how? The thing from the truck bed shrieks closer now, its claws tearing stalks. The van's headlights pierce the corn, and the leader's voice follows, relentless. You can't hide, Ethan. The road remembers. He runs, the ground soft, sinking, the corn parts revealing a bridge, old wooden, spanning a dry riverbed. The boards creak under his weight, some splintering. The figures are behind him, the van idling at the bridge's edge. The thing from the truck bed leaps, landing on the bridge, its weight buckling the wood. Ethan sprints, boards snapping, the riverbed yawning below. He makes it across, barely, but the figures don't follow. They stop, watching, blades glinting. Why? What's on this side? The radio voice laughs, sharp and cold. You're deeper. Now, Ethan, no way out. The road stretches on, darker, the air heavier. Ethan's leg throbs, blood trailing. The photograph still in his hand, the woman's face a ghost in his mind. Who was she? A lover, a victim. The corn rustles, and a new sound rises, a low hum like voices chanting too many to count. The ground shakes and the road cracks, red seeping through, blood, always blood. The figures move again, slower, deliberate, like they know he's trapped. The van's engine revs, and another figure appears ahead, tall, its blade curved, its face a mirror of Ethan's fear. Is it me? My past? My punishment? Ethan runs, the bridge collapsing behind him. The chanting grows, the air pulsing. The photograph slips, and he grabs it. The woman's eyes somehow clearer now, accusing. Did I hurt her? Did I kill her? The memories are there, locked, but there. Breaking free, sharp as the blades chasing him. The van's closer, its headlights a furnace. The thing from the truck bed is on him, claws grazing his back. Ethan swings, connects, but it's relentless, its laughter a blade in his mind. The leader's voice cuts through, calm, final. You owe her, Ethan. You owe us all. The road twists, and a town appears. Hollow Creek, or what's left of it. Houses sag, windows blind. The church looms in the distance, its steeple a claw against the sky. Ethan's breath burns, his vision blurring. The figures are everywhere, shadows with teeth. The van circles, a vulture. The photograph's weight is unbearable. The woman's face shifting, her mouth moving. Is she here? Is she them? The chantings. Louder, the ground bleeding. Ethan's past is alive, hunting, cutting, but what is it? What's the truth? Highway 13 stretches on, endless, and Ethan's still running, still lost, still theirs. Ethan's boots pound the cracked pavement of Hollow Creek, the ghost town's skeletal houses leaning in like they're watching. The air's thick with decay, a sour tang that clings to his throat, and the photograph in his hand feels heavier than it should. The woman's scratched-out eyes burning into him. Who was she? Did he hurt her? The questions claw at his mind, but there's no time to think. The figures are closing in, their blades scraping the ground, moving like shadows with a pulse. The van's headlights slice through the dark, its engine a low growl that shakes Ethan's bones. The thing from the truck bed shrieks, its mangled body dragging behind him, claws tearing at the air. Highway 13 stretches beyond the town, endless and alive, pulling him deeper into its nightmare. What's the truth he's running from? What does he owe? He ducks into an alley, the walls of crumbling brick narrowing around him. His leg throbs. Blood soaking his jeans from where the thing's claws tore into him. The photograph slips and he catches it. The woman's face clearer now, her mouth twisted in a silent scream. Is she here? Is she them? The memory of Omaha flickers, a bar, a fist, blood on the floor. But it's not enough. There's something else, something darker, locked in his skull. The van's engine grows louder, tires crunching over debris. Ethan presses against the wall, his breath shallow as the headlights sweep past. The figures are quieter now, their steps deliberate, like they know he's trapped. The thing from the truck bed's laughter bubbles, wet and close, somewhere. In the dark, he creeps forward, the alley opening into a vacant lot littered with rusted cans and broken glass. In the center, a well, old, stone, its mouth yawning. The air around it hums, a low vibration that crawls up Ethan's spine. He steps closer, drawn despite himself, and peers in. The darkness inside moves, not empty but alive, swirling like oil. Something glints at the bottom, eyes, teeth. He jerks back, heart hammering, and the photograph falls, fluttering into the well. No! He lunges, but it's gone, swallowed. The hum grows louder and the ground trembles, a voice, not the radio's, but deeper, older, whispering his name. Ethan, you left her. Left who? The woman. His chest tightens, guilt he doesn't understand choking him. A blade flashes and Ethan dives, the metal sparking against the well's stone. The figure's hooded, its eyes glinting with that same hunger he saw before. He scrambles to his feet, running, the lot giving way to a street lined with dead shops. The van's there, idling, its doors open. The leader steps out, its cloak dragging, blade dripping red. You can't leave, Ethan, it says, voice like gravel. The road owns her, owns you. Her, the woman in the photo, Ethan's mind screams, but the memories are jagged, incomplete. The thing from the truck bed lurches from the shadows, its claws sinking into a shop's door, splintering wood. Ethan bolts, the street twisting, the town a maze with no exit. He stumbles into a diner, its neon sign flickering eat in blood red. The door slams behind him, glass rattling. The air's stale, heavy with grease and something sharper, iron. Tables are overturned, plates smashed, and the counters slick with red, not ketchup, blood. Ethan's stomach churns, but he moves deeper, searching for a weapon. A phone, anything. The jukebox in the corner hums, unplugged yet alive, spitting. Static mixed with a woman's voice, soft, accusing. You promised, Ethan? Promised what? His hands shake as he grabs a broken chair leg, clutching it like a lifeline. The figures are outside, their silhouettes looming through the diner's windows. The van's engine revs, a predator's snarl. The thing from the truck bed crashes through the door, its body a ruin of flesh and bone, eyes wide and starving. Ethan swings the chair leg, cracking its skull, but it keeps coming, blood spraying. The leader's voice cuts through, calm, cold. She's waiting, Ethan. Down below, the well, the woman. He backs away, the thing's claws grazing. His arm, hot pain flaring. The jukebox screams now, the woman's voice louder. You left me! Ethan's vision blurs. Omaha flashing, a woman's face, not the bar fight, but something else. A room, a scream, blood on his hands. Did he do it? Did he kill her? He kicks the thing, breaking free, and sprints for the kitchen. The figures enter, blades scraping. The van's headlights flood the diner, glass shattering. Ethan's trapped, but the memory's sharper now. Her name, almost there on the tip of his tongue. Who was she? The kitchen's dark, knives scattered on a blood-smeared counter. He grabs one, its blade dull but heavy. The thing from the truck bed crawls through the door, its laughter a gurgle. Ethan slashes, blood arcing, but it doesn't stop. The leader's there, its blade raised, and the jukebox voice chants, "You owe her, Ethan. You owe us all." Hey, if you're feeling the chills from Ethan's nightmare on Highway 13, drop a comment below. Who do you think the woman in the photo is? What's Ethan running from? Hit that like button if this story's got you hooked, and subscribe for more heart-pounding terrors that'll keep you up all night. Now let's dive back in. Ethan crashes through a back door, the night swallowing him. The town streets twist, houses leaning closer, their windows glinting like eyes. The photograph's gone, but her face is burned into him, her scream echoing in his skull. The van's close, its tires screeching. The figures move faster now, their blades singing, the thing from the truck bed dragging itself after him. He runs, the pavement cracking, red seeping through. The well's hum follows, that deep voice whispering, "She's here, Ethan always was, here, in Hollow Creek, in the well." His mind reels, the memory of her sharper, a name, a promise, blood, but it's not enough, not yet. He stumbles into a park, swings rusted, chains creaking though there's no wind. In the center, a statue, bronze, weathered, a woman with no face, her hands outstretched. Blood trickles from her palms, pooling at her feet. Ethan freezes. Is it her? The woman? The statue's head turns just a fraction, and his heart stops. It's alive. The van's headlights sweep the park, the figures closing in. The thing from the truck bed shrieks, its claws tearing earth. Ethan runs, the statue's eyeless gaze burning into him. What did I do to her? What's the debt? The road stretches on, Highway 13 alive, bleeding, hungry, and Ethan's still running, still hunted, still lost in its dark. Ethan's lungs burn. As he sprints through the park, the faceless statue's bronze gaze searing into his back. The swings creak behind him, chains rattling like bones, though the air's dead still. Hollow Creek's streets twist beyond the trees, the ghost towns. Houses hunched like predators waiting to pounce. The van's headlights slash through the dark, its engine a guttural snarl that vibrates in Ethan's chest. The figures are everywhere, their blades glinting, moving with a silent purpose that chills his blood. The thing from the truck bed drags itself closer, its mangled limbs scraping the earth, its laughter a wet, choking rasp. The woman's face from the photograph haunts him, her scratched-out eyes accusing, her name just out of reach. What did he do to her? What's the debt that's hunting him? Highway 13 stretches ahead, its asphalt pulsing like a vein, and Ethan knows it's not just a road, it's alive, and it wants him. He veers into a grove, branches clawing at his face, the ground soft and slick under his boots. Blood soaks his jeans, his calf throbbing where the thing's claws tore into him. The memory of Omaha gnaws, a bar, a fist, a woman's scream, but it's fractured, like a mirror smashed to pieces. Was she there? Did he hurt her? The van's tires crunch. Nearby, stalks snapping under its weight. Ethan ducks behind a tree, its bark rough and warm, too warm like skin. He presses against it, breath shallow, as the headlights sweep past. The thing from the truck beds shrieks, split the air. Closer now, its claws tearing through brush. The figure's blades scrape, a chorus of metal and malice. What do they know? Why him? The grove opens to a field, corn replaced by tall, brittle grass that cuts like knives. In the center, a silo looms, rusted and leaning, its door ajar. The air around it hums, a low, sick pulse that crawls up Ethan's spine, like the well in the vacant lot. He hesitates, but the van's engine roars, forcing him forward. The silo's door creaks as he slips inside, the darkness swallowing him. The air's thick, sour with rot and something sharper, copper. His boots stick to the floor, and he risks a glance down. Blood pooling fresh, seeping from the walls like sweat. The silo's not empty. Shapes hang from the rafters, sacks, or so he thinks, until one twitches, straw spilling from a stitched mouth. Scarecrows, like the one in the clearing, but worse. Their burlap faces painted with human skin, eyes glinting like they see him. Ethan's stomach lurches, but he can't look away. One scarecrow's chest splits, and something falls. A locket, silver, glinting in the dim light. He grabs it, hands shaking, and pries it open. Inside, a photo. Him, younger, arm around a woman. Her face is clear now, not scratched out. Sarah, the name hits like a blade. Sarah, Omaha, a room, her scream, blood on his hands. Did he do it? Did he kill her? The memory's there, sharp but incomplete. The van's horn blares outside, shaking. The silo's walls. The figures are coming, their blades scraping. The thing from the truck bed crawls through the door, its eyes locked on him, its voice a gurgle. Sarah wants you. Ethan bolts, clutching the locket, the silo's walls closing in. He crashes through a back exit, the field swallowing. Him again. The van's headlights pierce the grass, the figures moving faster, their blades singing. The thing from the truck bed's laughter follows, joined by others, a chorus of the damned. The locket burns in his hand, Sarah's face a ghost in his mind. Was she the debt? Did he leave her to die? The road reappears. Highway 13, always Highway 13. Its surface cracked, red seeping through. The van's closer, its bumper gleaming like teeth. Ethan runs, the grass cutting, the air heavy with her name. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. He stumbles into a junkyard, rusted cars piled like graves. The van slows, its engine idling, as if savoring the hunt. The figures weave through the wrecks, their blades glinting. The thing from the truck bed lurches from a car's hood, its claws sinking into metal, tearing it like flesh. Ethan ducks behind a truck, its windows shattered, blood smeared on the seats. The locket's weight pulls at him, Sarah's eyes accusing. What happened to her? The memory flashes, a fight, not the bar, but a house, her voice pleading, a knife in his hand. But whose blood? His, hers. The figure's steps grow louder, deliberate, their blades scraping fenders. The leader's voice cuts through, cold as ice. She's here, Ethan, always was. He crawls under a car, the ground slick with oil and blood. The thing from the truck bed's claws rake the dirt, inches away. Ethan's breath catches, the locket pressed to his chest. Sarah. The name unlocks more, a promise, a betrayal, a night he swore he'd forget. But it's not enough. The van's headlights flood the junkyard, metal gleaming like bones. The figures pause, their blades poised, as if waiting. For what? For him to remember. The thing from the truck bed shrieks, its body twisting, bones snapping. Ethan scrambles out running, the junkyard a maze of rust and death. The road's there, beyond the wrecks, calling him back. He sprints, the locket bouncing, Sarah's face sharper now. The van pursues, its engine a roar. The figures are faster, their blades arcing through the air. One grazes his arm, hot pain flaring, blood dripping. Ethan doesn't stop. The road curves and a bridge looms. not the wooden one, but stone, ancient, its arches carved with faces eyeless, screaming. The air hums, like the well, like the silo, and the ground shakes, blood seeping from the cracks. Ethan crosses, the faces watching, their mouths moving. "You owe her," they whisper, a chorus that drowns the van's roar. Owe her what? Her life? His? The figures stop at the bridge's edge, blades lowered, as if the stone repels them. The van idles, its headlights dim. The thing from the truck bed crawls onto the bridge, its body collapsing, reforming, its eyes, Sarah's eyes. Ethan's heart stops. Is it her? Her ghost? Her vengeance? He backs away, the locket burning, the memory clawing free. A house. Her. Scream, his hands red. But whose blood? The thing speaks, its voice hers, soft, broken. You left me, Ethan. Left her where? Dead? Alive? The bridge trembles, the faces chanting, the road alive, hungry. Ethan runs, the thing dragging behind, the van stirring, the figures watching. Highway 13 stretches on, endless, bleeding, and Ethan still lost, still hunted, still hers. Ethan's boots skid on the blood-slick floor of the factory basement. The pit's dark maw yawning behind him, its hum a deafening pulse that drowns out his ragged breaths. The locket burns in his hand, Sarah's face, her eyes, her scream, flashing in his mind. Sharper now, the memory of Omaha cutting through. The hay, a house, her voice pleading, his hands red, a door slamming shut. Did he lock her in? Did he leave her to die? The figures close in, their blades glinting in the dim light filtering through the factory's shattered windows. The thing from the truck bed crawls closer, its mangled body twisting, Sarah's eyes gleaming in its ruined flesh, her voice a broken chant. You owe me, Ethan. You always did. The van's engine roars above, shaking the ceiling, and Highway 13 looms beyond. The factory's crumbling walls, its asphalt alive, bleeding, pulling him back. What's the truth? What did he do to her? The questions choke him, but the answers are down there in the pit, in the dark, and they're waiting. He bolts, dodging a blade that sparks against a rusted pipe, the screech of metal echoing in the labyrinthine basement. The air's thick, sour with blood and decay, and the walls pulse, red seeping through cracks like vein. The wrench in his hand feels useless, too heavy, but he grips it tighter, his knuckles white. The figures move as one, their steps silent but deliberate, herding him deeper into the factory's bowels. The thing's claws tear at the concrete. Its laughter, Sarah's laughter, splitting the air, joined by whispers from the pit, not one voice but many, all accusing. You left us, Ethan. You left her. Us? Her? Sarah? Or more? The locket's pulse quickens, matching the hum, and the memory sharpens. A woman's scream, a knife, a choice he made. But what choice? Ethan stumbles into a chamber, the ceiling vaulted, rusted beams sagging like ribs. The pit's hum is louder here, a living thing that shakes the ground, and the walls are covered in scratches, names, dates, pleas, etched deep. Some still wet with blood. Sarah's name is there, carved over and over, her letters jagged, as if clawed by desperate hands. Ethan's stomach twists. Was she here? Is this where he left her? The figures enter, their blades scraping, and the thing lurches forward, its body collapsing, reforming, Sarah's eyes burning with a hunger that's not human. The leader steps into the light, its cloak trailing, its blade dripping red. She's down there, Ethan, it says, voice a low hiss. Go to her. Down there? The pit? His heart hammers, the memory clawing. A house, a basement, her scream, a door he locked. But why? The thing lunges, claws sinking into his thigh, hot pain flaring. Ethan swings the wrench, cracking its jaw, blood and bone spraying, but it doesn't stop. Its laughter hers, relentless. He kicks free, blood soaking his jeans, and backs toward the pit, its edge crumbling under his boots. The darkness below swirls, alive, eyes glinting, hundreds, thousands watching him. Is Sarah there? Is she them? The figures tighten their circle, blades poised, and the van's horn blares, a scream that shakes the walls. The leader raises its blade, and the pit's voices chant, "You owe her, Ethan! You owe us all!" Oh, what? Her life, his soul? The memories almost whole, a knife in his hand, her eyes wide, a promise he broke. But whose blood was it? Ethan dives to the side, the leader's blade grazing his shoulder, blood welling up. He scrambles through. A narrow passage, pipes dripping red, the hum following, the voices louder. "You can't run, Ethan, the road knows." The passage slopes upward, the air colder, and he bursts into a loading dock, the factory's outer wall blown open. Highway 13 stretches before him, its surface gleaming, red pooling in its cracks. The van's there, idling, its doors open like a trap. The figures emerge from the shadows, their blades singing, and the thing crawls after him, its body a ruin. Sarah's voice sharper now. "You promised me, Ethan. You swore." Promised what? To save her? To stay? The memory flashes, a house, her scream, a man's voice, not his, laughing. Was someone else there? Did he leave her to them? He sprints down the road, the locket burning, Sarah's photo gone, but her face etched in his mind. The van pursues, its bumper gleaming, and the figures flank him, their blades arcing through the air. The corn looms on either side, stalks curling like claws, and the ground shakes, the pit's hum echoing even here. Ethan's vision blurs, blood loss and fear taking hold, but he runs, the road twisting, narrowing, the air heavier. A sign looms, faded, rusted but clear. Hollow Creek, no exit, no exit. His skin crawls. The town's a trap, the road a loop, and he's caught in its jaws. The thing's claws rake the asphalt, inches from his heels, and the leader's voice cuts through, calm, final. "She's waiting, Ethan. Finish it." The road curves, and the church reappears, its steeple a jagged claw against the starless sky. The doors hang open, blood seeping from the frame, and the hums deafening, the pit's pulse alive in the walls. Ethan hesitates, but the van's bumper clips his leg, pain exploding, and he stumbles inside, the doors slamming shut behind him. The air's thick, sour with decay, and the pews are gone, replaced by a spiral of bones, human, animal, impossible to tell, leading to the altar. Another scarecrow looms there, bigger, its burlap face stitched with skin, Sarah's skin, her, eyes glinting like glass. It moves, straw spilling, and speaks, her voice soft, broken. "You left me, Ethan. You chose. Chose what? To run? To live?" The figures enter, their blades scraping the floor, and the thing crawls through a stained glass window, shards raining down, its body twisting, Sarah's eyes accusing. Ethan backs toward the altar, the wrench useless, the locket burning. The memories whole now. A house in Omaha, Sarah pleading, a man's voice, not his. A knife in Ethan's hand, blood on the floor. But it wasn't her blood, it was his, the other man's. Ethan fought, killed to save her. But the door, he locked it, thinking she was safe, not knowing they were still there. Who took her? The leader steps forward, its blade raised, and the scarecrow laughs. Sarah's laugh, cold and sharp. "You didn't save me, Ethan. You damned me." The van's horn shakes the church, the walls bleeding, the bones trembling. Ethan's heart stops. Damned her. To what? This place. The pit. The thing lunges, claws sinking into his arm, and he swings, blood spraying, but it's too strong. Sarah's eyes starving. The figures chant, their blades gleaming, and the leader's voice is everywhere, in the air, in his bones. "She's theirs, Ethan, and now you're theirs." Theirs, the roads, the pits, the memory burns. He locked the door, ran, thinking she'd follow, but she didn't. They took her. Who? The scarecrow moves, its stitches splitting, revealing a mouth too wide, too hungry. It's not Sarah, it's something else wearing her face. Ethan bolts, crashing through a side door, the corn swallowing him again. The van pursues, its headlights a furnace, and the figures are faster, their blades arcing. The thing's laughter, Sarah's laughter, follows, joined by the pit's voices. The trees groan, the bridges chant. The road reappears. Highway 13, endless, bleeding, and Ethan runs, the locket falling, shattering, Sarah's face gone. The memories clear. He killed to save her, but he left her, not knowing they were waiting. Who? The figures? Something worse? The ground shakes, the corn parts, and the pit reappears, not in the factory, but here on the road, its darkness swirling, eyes glinting, Sarah's eyes. The leader steps forward, its blade dripping, and the thing crawls beside it, Sarah's face, twisting in its flesh. You owe her, it says, voice hers, but not hers. You owe us. Ethan's breath catches, the truth cutting deep. He left her to them, to whatever lives in the pit, in the road, in Hollow Creek. The figures tighten their circle, blades poised, and the van's engine roars. A final note. Ethan backs toward the pit, its hum deafening, its eyes calling. Did he damn her? Is she there? The leader raises its blade and the thing lunges, claws outstretched. Ethan swings the wrench one last time, but the pit's edge crumbles and he falls, the darkness swallowing him. Sarah's scream, the last thing he hears. The road stretches on, Highway 13, alive, bleeding, silent now. The van's gone, the figures vanished, the pit sealed, but the corn rustles and a new sound rises, a low hum, a voice. Not Sarah's, but older, deeper. Another, it whispers, and the asphalt pulses, waiting. Hollow Creek fades, the church, the factory, the tree, all sinking into the dark. Ethan's gone, but the debt remains, unpaid, eternal. And Highway 13 stretches on, endless, hungry, ready for the next. The darkness of the pit swallows Ethan whole, a suffocating void where time and sound collapse into a single, endless pulse. The hum is deafening, vibrating in his bones, and Sarah's scream lingers sharp and raw, looping in his skull. His body feels weightless yet crushed, as if the pit's walls are pressing in, alive and breathing. The locket's gone, shattered on the road above, but Sarah's face burns in his mind. Her eyes, her plea, the blood on his hands. The memory of Omaha is clear now. He fought for her, killed for her, but locked her in that house thinking she was safe. He ran, not knowing they were waiting. Something older, hungrier, tied to the road, to Hollow Creek, to the pit. Who were they? What did they take from her? The questions spiral, but the pit doesn't answer. It pulls him deeper, its eyes, thousands, glinting like stars, watching, waiting, judging, a jolt. Ethan's boots hit solid ground, the impact jarring his knees. The darkness parts, and he's somewhere else, not the pit, not the road, but a room, dimly lit. Its walls rough-hewn stone, slick with red. The air's thick, heavy with the stench of blood, and something sweeter, like rot gone soft. Chains dangle from the ceiling, rusted, swaying though there's no breeze. In the center, a table, wooden scarred, stained dark. On it, a body covered in a tattered sheet, motionless but wrong, its shape too long, too thin. Ethan's heart hammers. Is it her? Sarah? He steps closer, dread coiling in his gut, and the sheet twitches, a hand, pale, claw-like, slipping. Free, not human, not Sarah. The hum's here softer but sharper, a blade. In his mind, and a voice, not hers, but familiar, older, whispers. You brought her to us, Ethan, you always do. The door behind him slams shut, though there was no door a moment ago. He spins, the wrench still in his hand, slick with blood, his. The things he can't tell, the walls pulse, red seeping through cracks, and the chains clank, tightening like nooses. The figure on the table sits up, the sheet sliding off, revealing a face, not Sarah's, but a patchwork of faces stitched together, eyes mismatched, mouths moving in unison. You owe us, it says, voices layering, Sarah's, the leader's, the pit's. Ethan stumbles back, the wrench raised, but the figure doesn't move, just watches, its eyes glinting with that same hunger he saw on the road. What are they? Demons? Ghosts? Or something the road made? Something it fed? The memory? Claws? A house? Her scream? His hands red? A door he locked? But there was a sound after, wasn't there? A laugh, not human from the dark. Footsteps echo, heavy, deliberate from the shadows. The figures emerge, their blades gleaming, cloaks trailing like smoke. The thing from the truck bed crawls behind them, its body a ruin, Sarah's eyes still. Burning in its flesh, the leader steps forward, its blade dripping, its face hidden, but its voice clear, cold. You thought you saved her, Ethan. You thought you escaped. Escaped what? Omaha, the road, himself. The figure on the table laughs, a wet, choking sound, and the chains rattle, the walls bleeding faster. Ethan's mind reels, the memory shifting. Not just a house, but a deal, a voice in the dark, promising freedom for a price. Did he make it? Did he trade her? The locket's gone, but its pulse is in him. Sarah's name a drumbeat. Sarah, Sarah, what did I do? He swings the wrench, but the figures don't flinch, their blades poised, circling. The thing lunges, claws grazing his chest, tearing fabric, drawing blood. Ethan kicks, connects, but it's relentless. Sarah's voice shrieking, "You gave me to them." Gave her. No, he fought, he killed. He remembers the man's blood, the knife in his hand. But the laugh, that laugh in the dark, wasn't the man's. It was theirs. The pits, the roads, the figure on the table rises, its stitched face splitting, revealing teeth, too many, too sharp. You chose, Ethan. You always choose. Chose what? To run? To live? The room shakes, the hum deafening, and the chains snap, lashing like whips. Ethan ducks, the metal grazing his scalp, blood trickling. He bolts for the wall, searching for an exit, but the stone's seamless, pulsing, alive. The figures tighten their circle, blades singing, and the thing's claws tear at his leg. Pain. Flaring. The leader's voice is everywhere, in the air, in his bones. She's here, Ethan. She's always been here. Here? In this room? In the pit? The figure on the table moves faster than it should, its claws sinking into the floor, dragging itself toward him. Ethan swings the wrench, cracking its shoulder, but it keeps coming, its mouths chanting, "You owe her. You owe us." The memory burns, a voice in the dark, not Sarah's, offering a way out, a name he spoke. Did he say hers? Did he trade her soul? The floor cracks, red seeping through, and the pit reappears, not above but below, its darkness swirling, eyes glinting. Ethan scrambles back, the wrench slipping, his hands slick with blood. The figures pause, blades lowered, as if waiting. The thing crawls onto the table, its body twisting, Sarah's face clearer now, her mouth moving. "You left me, Ethan. You sold me." Sold her? No, he wouldn't. He couldn't. But the memory's there, sharp as a blade. A basement, her. Scream. A voice promising freedom if he named a price. He said her name, didn't he? Not to save her, but to save himself. The guilt hits, a punch to the gut, and the pit's eyes flare, hungry, knowing. Is she there? Is she them? The leader raises its blade, and the chains lash again, wrapping his wrist, pulling him toward the pit. Ethan fights, tearing free, blood dripping, but the figures advance, their blades arcing. The thing shrieks, Sarah's shriek, and leaps, claws sinking into his shoulder. He screams, swinging, but it's too strong, her eyes starving, accusing. The figure on the table laughs, its stitched face splitting wider, and the pit's hum drowns everything. The voices chanting, "You're ours, Ethan, always were." Ours who? The roads, the pits, Sarah's? The room shakes, the walls bleeding, and the pit's edge crumbles, pulling him closer. He claws at the floor, the wrench gone, his hands empty, the memories whole. He named her, traded her, ran while they took her. But who were they? A flash, light, blinding, not from the pit but above. The ceiling cracks and Highway 13 bursts through, its asphalt gleaming, red pooling in its cracks. The van's there, its headlights a furnace, its doors open. The figures pause, blades glinting, and the thing releases him, crawling toward the road. Ethan scrambles to his feet, the pit's pull weakening, but the leader's voice is calm, final. "You can't leave, Ethan. The road owns you both. Both? Him and Sarah? He runs, the room collapsing, the pit sealing, the road swallowing him. The corn looms, stalks curling, and the van pursues, its engine a predator's growl. The figures are faster, their blades singing, and the thing's laughter, Sarah's laughter, follows, relentless. The road twists, and Hollow Creek reappears, its houses sagging, windows blind. The church looms, its steeple clawing the sky, and the pit's hum echoes alive in the ground. Ethan's leg buckles, blood trailing, but he runs. The memory a weight he can't shake. He traded her, named her, left her to them, something older than the road, hungrier than the pit. But what? The van's bumper gleams closing in, and the figures flank him, their blades arcing. The thing lurches from the corn, its body a ruin, Sarah's eyes burning. "You're mine, Ethan," it says, her voice soft, broken. Mine, hers, or theirs. The road cracks, red seeping through, and the pit's eyes glint ahead, not below, but in the air, watching. He stumbles into a graveyard, tombstones jagged, names erased, but one stands out, Sarah's fresh, the dirt still wet. Ethan freezes, his breath catching. Is she dead? Was she ever alive? The locket's gone, but her face is everywhere, in the thing's eyes, the figure's blades, the pit's dark. The van slows, its engine idling, and the figure's circle blades poised. The thing crawls onto the grave, its claws sinking into the dirt. Sarah's voice chanting, "You owe me, Ethan. You owe us all." The ground shakes, the pit's hum deafening, and the tombstone cracks, red seeping through. Ethan backs away, the truth cutting deep. He traded her, damned her, to something he can't name. But it's here, in the road, in the pit, in Hollow Creek. The leader steps forward, its blade raised, and the thing lunges, claws outstretched. Ethan runs, the graveyard a maze of bones and blood, the road calling him back. The van pursues, its headlights blinding, and the figures are everywhere, their blades singing. The pit's eyes follow, glinting in the dark, and Sarah's scream is his own now, a loop of guilt and terror. What did he trade her to? What's the debt? Highway 13 stretches on, endless, bleeding, alive, and Ethan still running, still, hunted, still theirs. Hers, the pits, the roads. The truth's out there in the dark, and it's not done with him yet. Highway 13's darkness swallowed Ethan, but what really claimed Sarah? Was it his past or something older, hungrier, lurking in the pit? The road's still out there, waiting, craving more nightmares that grip your soul? Check out another twisted tale right here, where the shadows hide truths you'll wish you never found. Click now, don't let the dark keep its secrets.